As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. Dun, dun, dun. I don't like spiders in real life. I've given up on avoiding them in games. Same. I remember playing WoW back in Burning Crusade days and rounded a corner to a ginormous spider mob that made me fall over backwards in my chair. Oh no. Hopefully we won't have that kind of jump scare. First things first. Alright. We can pet the cat and it purrs. You really can't beat that. How's the volume? Color and composition. Bronze. Uneven texture. No scent or sound. No inner perception. I'm overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Polished. Light-colored wood. This is fun. Ooh, a bat. Iron. Cool to the touch. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. Interesting. And no inner perception on this one. Yellowy brown. Smooth with hard ridges. No scent or sound. It gives me a sensation of power. Stone. Rough and pitted. No inner perception, no scent and sound. A plant. Whoa, I didn't know that I could do that. Whoa. Okay. Did I want to do that? I don't know. Ooh. Fun. Let's full moon it up. So there's like different settings that go with different moon phases. Interesting. Red paint or perhaps blood. Stone. Hard and cool. Bronze. Raised detailing. My heart feels lighter. I thought at first it was bone, but is in fact clay painted to look like bone. A dark blue-green gemstone. Hard and somewhat rough, cool and smooth. Hard and rough for the skull, cool and smooth for the stone. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. It fills me with a sense of foreboding. Ooh. Clay, cork. Hard and somewhat rough, spongy. Pungent. Smells pungent. Hi, Shaggy. Welcome in. How are you? Doesn't make me feel anything. Oh, my. Withered flesh. Grim. Gold ring. Polished wood base. Brass collar. Or bracelet? I don't know. Leathery and bony. Quite unpleasant to the touch. Hard and cool. Polished. Hard and cool. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Alright. Doesn't really make me feel anything other than, ooh. Wood. It's a goat. Rough and pitted. But the horns are smooth. Doesn't smell like anything. Doesn't make me feel anything. Yeah, what kind of a monkey's paw is that? This one is looking at me. The whole time it's been watching my cursor. Green marble, iron, cool and smooth, intricate detailing. Doesn't smell or sound like anything, doesn't make me feel anything. Bone, yellowed, white, brown twine. Hard and somewhat rough, coarse fibers. A soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. Has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Well, I'll put that back. We're almost done with these. How does an eye pendant that looks at you not make you feel anything, right? Like, why does that one not have that reaction? Interesting. Bronze. Raised detailing. Nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Dark wood, yew perhaps. Stone. Rough and gnarled, cool and smooth. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. I don't like how this makes me feel. Ooh, pretty. A pearlescent blue glass and iron. Cool and smooth. Surprisingly warm for the wood, or the iron. May or may not have broken little middle toe. I caught it on a rock while I was cooking down a trail while mountain biking over the weekend. Oh no, toe breaks are the worst. I'm sorry, Shaggy. Toes are so delicate and it hurts so bad and there's like nothing you can do for it. Perception of Lovecraftian eyeball keeping its focus on your mouse cursor. I just think it's neat. I just like the little mouse. Nothing to remark about this glass pendant. And here's another animal. Clay. Textured. Pointy. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. Doesn't make me feel any type of way. Is that everybody? Oh, what's all this? Oh. Day 1, Thursday. But that's the same symbol that's up here. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's more stuff over here? What the? This is great. I have to touch everything. Gold. Orange gemstone. Black gemstone. Pinkish gemstone. Feels cool. Dang, that feels cool. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular type of way. Made of bone, brown fabric, A cheap metal, probably pewter. Hard and rough, rough fabric, hard and cool, engraved detailing. This symbol we already saw somewhere. Doesn't smell anything like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular type of way. Stone, orange gemstone, blue gemstone, gold, silver, gold, turquoise gemstone, green gemstone, cool to the touch, warm to the touch, raised detailing. Interesting. The metal on this side is warm. The stones are cool. The metal on this side is cool. The stones are cool. So I guess the gold is just warm. Or no, this is stone over here, not metal. It doesn't smell like anything or sound like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular type of way. I can't get into this section. Wow! Undermere, 1868. A map! That is too much information. For right now. I do need to inspect this trinket, though. I can walk fine, but pressure causes pain, and I didn't crash, so I guess it could be worse. Still not fun. Nestor, hi, welcome in. Doesn't smell or sound like anything, doesn't make me feel any particular way. My cat, every time I'm eating, he's like, gimme, gimme, gimme! So I set a tiny bit aside, and he walks away. Perfect. I learned last week that Duncan likes sweet potato. We made baked sweet potatoes, and he was begging for a piece. And he loved it. Isn't that funny? Cats, the pickiest of eaters, like the most random things. He's sleeping in the background, by the way. He being orange. Orange! It's so wild when cats love vegetables. Yeah, so picky. Dusty likes some potato chips. Duncan loves, like, oil and baked goods, like pastries. I don't know if it's because of the oil or what. But if I get, like, muffins, I have to hide them from him because if I get them, you know how Kroger, like, grocery stores do the plastic, like, almost to-go style boxes? He'll knock it off the counter trying to open it. But not fries. Dax was obsessed with potato chips. Ah, Duncan doesn't really care for potato chips. So funny. This is made of wood, bronze, gold, an orange gemstone. It feels warm and polished. Sounds are muffled in its presence. And I don't feel any particular type of way about it. It's made of bronze and iron. It's very pointy. Somewhat painful. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. There is a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. Whoa. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. I just clicked this thing down here and that's what it said. Archive. Oh, there's more stuff over here. I have a strong sense of being watched. This is made of bronze. Feels smooth. Doesn't smell like anything. But it's watching us, but the eyeball is not. Wood. You, I suspect. White paint. Rough and gnarled. Okay. It appears to be a fossilized creature of some sort. Isopod? Stone. Rough and pitted, hard and ridged. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. I notice a slight out-of-body feeling, like my hands belong to somebody else. It's fine. Oh. Iron, gray metal flecked with dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. It's definitely blood. Raised detailing. A substance flakes off and leaves a mark on my fingertips. Doesn't smell like anything. Doesn't make me feel... Wait, no, it does make me feel something. It has an energy. How's everyone's Monday going? It's good, Shaggy. We had some technical difficulties to start stream, which was very, very Monday. But now, things are good. Things are all right. What about you, besides the toe? Oh, I can slide this around. That's fun. There's a secret compartment. Oh. Oh. You can see how much stuff weighs. Huh. Fascinating. Can I move this so it's not... Okay. This symbol, we've seen a couple of places now. Here. And here. Wood. Gold leaf. Not too bad. My shoulder hurts for some stupid reason. I'm sorry, Hat. That's the worst. More and more as I grow older, I wake up, I'm like, my neck is hurting. I have no idea why. I must have slept on it bad. Can this please stop? I would like full functionality of my head and neck. I had quiche for breakfast and a pot of beans cooking for dinner. Mmm. I need to make a big grocery store run after stream tonight. Smooth, engraved detailing. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular way. Reminder, I've stored a couple items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. EW. Magnifying glass. Ooh, you can use shift to bring up magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. My Monday has been 30% being super productive at work. Nice. 70% debilitating whether I should pick up some custard on my way home later. I say I vote custard. Onthalmic fields. All thalmic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalmic lens. A diurnic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Can I put stuff down here? How does this make you feel? Oh. I like just pushing things without knowing what they do. I'm sure I will learn what all of this does, but in the meantime, I really like pressing buttons. Alright, and with that, I've clicked everything, and now it's time for an ad. Enjoy the break, everyone. Thanks for listening to all my announcements and yapping. If you missed it, I rigged the emote vote. We're getting a fishing emote, and now there's a new final vote. And what else? We're doing a daily sub goal, and I got into the Women's Guild. That was the stuff at the beginning. Okay, see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate you all being so patient today also. I have this little, clock face. Whoa, 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 whoa! How did I not notice this? Is that what it was at first? That's wild. Oh. You can pick up the candles? Weird. Okay. Interesting. It's a rock fact. Last year with the community was my first time. It's so good. It's so like, I don't know. It's weird, but it's like this nice blend of kind of scary, ominous, what the heck is going on with so cute and comforting. Cozy scary somehow. And I just love animation. Anytime there's... Oh, I've been watching Hilda. Have you all seen Hilda on Netflix? It's a cute little Scandinavian girl and her like scouting friends, like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, but it's called Sparrow Scouts. And she's obsessed with trolls, and they have these little creatures that live in their houses called Nissa, and there's elves, and there's witches. It's super good. Watch Garden Wall yesterday. Nice! Oh, was I too late doing a community thing this year? I feel like it's a very October show. Like, I'd be down to watch it on Halloween. Hey, Trem. Welcome in. How's it going? You're gonna fit right in. How are ya? Hi, Miss Cherry. How was your stream? How was... Oops, sorry. Oh, how's Strange Antiquities? Nice. Yeah, we're just giving it a try today. Late October show. 4 times this time of year. Okay, well, we can always watch it more than once. I don't know why I accidentally hit shift to use the magnifying glass. Chai, hello, welcome in. Long enough to avoid spoilers? Of course, of course. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Jen. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of indie games. I've been working on a Twilight Princess playthrough, and today we're playing Strange Antiquities. Just like you. Pretty far in. We have not done anything yet. I've just started, and I have right-clicked on every object I could find to smell it. To smell it. And touch it. And I pet the cat. Kitty. So now we're gonna actually start. And this is stressing me out, this clock, so I'm gonna change it to a different time. Maybe we'll make it a new moon? Ooh, a new moon. Ooh, yes, very good. That game is a sham. Everyone knows the real Twilight Princess is Bella. Exactly. Alright, here we go. First customer. Eli White. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. I am definitely going to try to do that. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I already touched everything. I should be back in a few days. Okay, goodbye. Gimme. Strange Artifacts, a guide to occult objects. Contents. A bajillion things. Ecumenical. An ecumenical is a receptacle, commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Aries Remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia where colors and tones, light and shadow can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low-light conditions as miners. The gemstones in an Aries Remnant are arranged in the shape of a constellation that shares its name. Yes, I have played Strange Horticulture, and I just realized today, I thought it was on my YouTube VODs channel, but it's not, but I uploaded part 1 right before stream, so hopefully it should be ready to go after stream, and then I'll get the rest of that on there. I thought it was already up. I'm like, oh, perfect, this will be good, but whatever. We're just doing a little taste of this today. I'm not going to play it the whole stream. How many pages is this? Do I really want to read all of these right now? Kind of. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Metal, and they make me feel fearful. Or stone. Or bone. Interesting. How many entries are in this book? This many. And this one you can search by, like, keywords. Okay, I'm gonna read fast. Made of 2 distinct materials representing Mentic and Waisic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body. The seed, a binding seed, is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. The yew labyrinth at Castle Morgan, a larger-than-life binding seed. Ethereal key, designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Eye of Cernunnos. Known as Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. Alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Hard to come by, powerful, and should not be used carelessly. Guise of Lillian. Can allow bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. This is the fossil thing we saw, maybe. Remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. Guise of Lillian is one such item, makes use of the ancient source of power. Hearing charm. Simple trinket amplifies sounds. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike, and of course they have more devious applications, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Take the form of animals known for their hearing. Like this guy? Which one of these made me able to hear better? Not you. You. Shake well before drinking. You have to move the object in a circular pattern before the key will appear. Yeah. Heart chamber. There's a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us closer to heart after death. Interesting. He's got all kinds of artifacts and antiquities and trinkets on him. Ooh, and look at that ring. Horn Shackle. Used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Oh, excuse me. Personal demons like sneezing. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Horn Shackle. Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Lamb Siphon, used to reverse the effects of Blackheart Curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. Was that in the other game? Maybe. I forget. We played it like probably a year or two ago. Libula are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that libula are not merely decorative. There's a power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Orford Spire. During the Rite of the Red Knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Is that you? Okay. Ossic Ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come by now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Korchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Korchin. Restful Mether. A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the Dranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Sextrum. Protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Shadowhold, or Oshadic Vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or a box. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as Creeping Dark, pulling it from the shadow like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. You! I've already got so many things I want to label. I already forgot what it was called. I'll just leave them all this color and we can change them if I... Whoa. Whoa. Too much, too much. Mether sounds like what happens when What About Her Story people learn about the metric system? Huh? Are those rhea flowers the local plant mom and nursery employee needs to know? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. These? I don't know what that is. What's the metric system? Okay. Focus. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess I could put question marks. Horn shackle? hearing charm? I mean, we have an eye, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What is this? This guy? Maybe? Amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. When am I coming to Europe? I don't know. Someday. It's as much as 12 kilometers from my location. Those flowers aren't real? I didn't recognize them, Junie. But I only know North American flowers. Because I'm not in Europe. I would love to go to TwitchCon Europe someday. I think that would be fun. We have a couple things with gemstones, but none of them are arranged in the same way as the Ares remnant, from what I can tell right now. TomatoCon? Alright, I'll be at TomatoCon. You heard it here, folks. Here, can I take these out of this drawer? Oh, pretty. So pretty. All right. Perception and agility. I was thinking it might be this. A simple item without embellishment. Sure. The pod of a sheepsnap plant. I don't see anything that looks like a sheepsnap plant. Thank you for the bubbles. Reassurance in times of upheaval and change. This one maybe, or this one? I don't know. That's not enough info for me to think that. Orford Spire. Okay, that's this guy. Maybe. Creepy. Oops. Why does this one have a X down here? Interesting. Wait, what was the thing that made me hear the serpent. This. Interesting. Work beckons. Have a wonderful rest of your day, all. Thank you, Nestor. You too. Good luck with work. Sick ring. Oh. I thought there was like tiny, tiny, tiny text at the bottom, but no. Mether. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Southerfell of 1356. Oh, no, no, come back. That's not what I meant to press. Do I have anything shaped like that? How can I place more stuff like closer to me? Yeah. Like I would love to be able to see it all without having to click back and forth a bunch. Like, you can go hang out over here. Sorry, potted plants. You're gonna get in the way of my organizational skills. You're beautiful, though. Silent breath. There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed, but there's no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. I don't know. Voice of Sir Nanos. No plants in this game. All plants are banished. Well, the name Voice of Sir Nanos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Sir Nanos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. Oh, this thing is a torque. A twerk? Zaya. Instill a sense of fear and paranoia. What else made me feel fear? that, but not quite. Maybe this thing? I'm just putting, like, very vague first guesses, because that's what I feel like doing to start off. Okay. Voice of Cernunnos is bronze. That's so many things. Ready? Go. Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today's the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm Thomas Pope. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends in shops with cats in them. Hey, that's us. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Well then. I guess we gotta go off of my very uncertain guess here. Sure. Here you go. Hey! This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. How about this nice tooth? Selenic totem. Book content discovered. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will have a connection to moon or night. Okay, there's literally an owl on the picture. Selena, Selenic. Imbues a feeling of love. Great, love that for us. Selena has owl eyes. Wrong Selena. Oh, what's this? People we've met. Oh, more stuff to read. The Thaumaturge. Eli White. Eli's a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. A side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Visits day 1. Okay, this is our conversation. Devourer of souls, Jupiter! Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found Strange Antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it its home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but largely consists of regular naps. Oh, look, he follows the mouse! Just like a cat should. Terrorizing rodents and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Adorable. Do you also follow the mouse? No, that's a cat thing. Love that. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Good thing I have one of those, I think. Yeah, okay. Sure. Take this. Dun, 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 dun. The item is a container of some kind. The sketch on the bottle is the same as the sketch. You can tell it's a shadow hold because of the way it is. And we got Sun Bond, a small, lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Auto-labeling? I feel like that takes out all the fun. Oops, no, come back. Okay, for now we're doing... Green means we've solved it. I'll just do color. I don't need a shape as well. A non-precious metal and a gemstone of light. I don't even think I have one of those, but I could be wrong. I know the music's very good. Here, we gotta change lurk bait to have rain to match the rainy window. Alright, next. David Chafer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Oh, my crap is in the way. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here. But I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. Charlie Weathers. Huh? We gotta go next door, and we gotta go to the boathouse, I guess? Where's... You are here. Strange Horticulture! Oh my god, we can go visit! That's so fun! Strange Antiquities is 29, right here. So this would be next door. Oh, that's so fun! What the heck? The proprietor, a Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out here, won't you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm going to smell it. Wood, dark green gemstone. Wood, bronze. Lots of symbols. These markings have been carved in, polished, cool and smooth, pointy. It doesn't sound or smell like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular type of way. Stone, gold. Engraved detailing, warm. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular type of way. Green glass, cork, yellowed paper. Feels cool, smooth, papery, spongy. Has a strong odor, and when I shake it, it rattles. Okay, thank you for those treats. Delightful. Papery? So can I go to the boatyard? Wait, no, come back! The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Oh, look at the cute boat art. Book content discovered. Sleep vessel something and something. Apparently as an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I've no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. Ooh, pretty. I screwed up the boatyard visit. Somehow I didn't scroll all the way to the bottom and click OK before I closed it, so I never got his page. Oh no! Such picky controls, I guess. Bronze. It's made of bronze. Engraved symbols. Cool and smooth. It doesn't smell or sound like anything. It makes me feel like a sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Woo! Love crackling. Love some crackling energy. Will it show me which pages are new? No. Shin. These common items are made using materials with a connection to the ocean. They began as superstition, simple objects made by sailors and fishermen to keep their boats safe. But with the help of the old thaumaturges, they became something more, and many lives were saved. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalmic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wexic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Ooh. I thought there were 3 pages. Shin, sleep vessel, and something else. Don't tell me. We already looked at Sunbond. I don't know. I guess not. Unless it was some other page. That's weird. Thank you for the bubbles. Stowe, how's it going? How are things? Oh, can I archive this? There we go. Okay. I'm carefully avoiding the work I have piled up in front of me to make it hard to avoid, but I persist. You're so strong. Interesting. I don't know. This could be a sleep vessel. I don't know. I need to pet the cat again. Good kitty. Good kitty. This could also be a sleep vessel. It doesn't say what they're made of, does it? This is so cool. I'm enjoying this. That's it. That's the end of the book. Stanley Hume, welcome. I want an ussick. There's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Are you a snake? Here, try this. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Have fun with that. Evocant. These oh, okay, I think the other page was just a picture of the ship. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Fascinating. Stone. Could be you. Looks pretty good to me. You don't look like you weigh anything. You're floating. You're half of an evocant. Come back here. Nope. Nope. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill, if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Sir Nunus might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Here you go, try this. It's Desk Duncan. Hi, Dioric. Welcome in. How are you? Duncan's here in the background, too. Being orange in his little bed. Ta-da! This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Sir Nunnos in the sketch. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. He's being absorbed! Duncan manages to make the bed look like the orange cat version of the Eye of Sauron. Oh, he's just so happy. He just loves that bed so much. Okay, so what have we learned? Easy. The ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He's a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learned to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species, or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Bird guy. Loves birds. We learned it's imperative to pet Jupiter at least 6 times a day. Kitty! So good, so good, so good. Okay, and then we just learned about something with opposing symbols. This thing? Maybe? Oh. Help me. Let me open this. Did I get anything that fits that yet? No. It's got like 3 things on one side and 1 thing on the other side. It seems like a really unprofitable way to run a shop. We haven't made any money, and we give things to people, but also we keep them? Okay. That was our first day. And we're like right at ad break. Do you all want to play this for another hour? Or do you want to switch over to Twilight Princess? I'm kind of feeling this, but I'm happy to do either. We can do a little poll. Hi, Fierce. Thanks for the hello. Welcome in. I remember... I mean, I really liked Strange Horticulture too. There's just something about the vibe. It's not rushed. There's lots to click on and read. And it's puzzly, but not overwhelmingly difficult. Like, there's stuff you can miss, but you could still get through the game just fine. This is empty over here, right? Until I get this key. Yoo-hoo! Things are good today. It's a very Monday, but I'm thriving. Alright, end day. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Whoa, whoa. I can control this, like, burning light. It's giving us a symbol? Oh. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Weird. Okay, strange. Is there a prison? The old jail? You can hear the ravens. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Trinkets! Ooh, interesting. Here, you can go down here. A huge black gemstone streaked with red. Iron. Polished wood. Polished, rough, polished. Doesn't sound or smell like anything. Or make me feel any kind of way. Really? Alright. I still have a growing fear within me. Verona Green. Ah, well that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge is left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Pay no attention to me, I'm an old lady. Oh, I missed it. Who got out of the wrong side of the bed. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology by Quentin Holmes. Thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols: celestial, diurnal, and individual; Selenic and Dradic, of the moon and of the earth; diurnal, of the day and of the night; individual, mentic, and wixic, of the body. Am I saying this right? Thaumic? Taumic? Thaumaturgy. I don't know. This game goes from being so... It's too quiet. Like, I wish it was louder. The music is so good. I guess that song is just ending. Imbuements. Calm, confusion, death, deception, fear, foresight, fortune, hypnosis, insanity. There we go. Okay, it was just the end of that song. Life, paralysis, poison, protection, strength, truth, weakness, wisdom. Elements. It's a soft TH, but I guess I've never looked into it. Thaumic. Earth, air, fire, water, light, dark. Materials. Ashes, oil, soap, tallow, urine, verdigris, vinegar, wax. We got a vinegar bottle. Pronounce it like the Thames to make us Brits feel at home. Okay. I'll say it different every time. keep you all guessing. Mundane elements, antimony, oh no. Arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium. Bismuth, magnesium, phosphorus, platinum, potassium, zinc, planetary metals, copper, Venus, gold, the sun, iron, Mars, lead, Saturn, quicksilver, Mercury, silver, the moon, tin, Jupiter. Seasons, autumn, spring, summer, winter. Weather, fog, hail, lightning, rain, snow, storm, thunder, wind, cold. Frost, heat, ice. Wicca, blessings, horn to God, rebirth, spirituality, triple goddess, witch is not, witch sign. That's it. I'm lurking in and out, but no, nothing of this game. It looks cool. It's really cool. Have you heard of Strange Horticulture, Torwolf? Were you here when I played that? There's nothing mundane about most of them. I've set fire to them in class. It's very exciting. What is this and what is this? I feel like those were weather ones. Hot and cold? Yeah, interesting. And what about you? Wait, I want to look at the cover again. It's got stuff on the... It's got things on the cover that weren't in the other parts. I heard something about a horse and a man who had to get somewhere or he'd die. This is a murder mystery. It's like a series of little puzzles where you're figuring out which... It's kind of like process of elimination, object puzzles, logic puzzles. You're figuring out which object meets which description. But then as you do that, they uncover pieces of a greater story. So right now the mystery is there's all these ravens hanging around town, and it's making everyone really uneasy and scared. And we don't really know why they're hanging around town. And then the other thing that happened was there was a prisoner that escaped and a man on horseback. That was really vague. So they'll give us more of that each day of the story. And somehow our pieces of the puzzle, like the items themselves, will tie into the greater story. Like with Strange Horticulture, you had to make a potion to cure somebody who was involved in like the big story. You had to, there was like a whole lore of these potions of this type of people that believed in a certain spirituality, and the potions would have them like go into a trance so they could meditate or pray, whatever. And that was part of like you were figuring out how to make those potions. Okay, protection and insanity? Yeah, that's this one. Interesting. So this is hot and cold. This is protection and insanity. This is also protection. What's this one? Oh, I'm not sure what this is. This is vinegar. Maybe we get more pages of this too. Oops, wait, come back. wisdom, foresight. This is wisdom. I hope we can unlock the taste button. Tastes vinegary. Here's a moon and a thing. Silver and the moon and witch. Okay, cool. We have spirals going both directions. I think that one, the tail is going, that one's rebirth. I guess looking at it as it is on the hand. But if you were showing it to somebody like that, it would look different. You know what I mean? That one's rebirth. I feel like this one is too, but it's upside down. I don't know. Could be wrong on that one. Is that all my symbols? What about these? Oh, this is an insanity meter. Okay. Because we were... when you click on it, it tells you how scared you are. Calm. Fear. Insanity. Confusion, fear, insanity. Okay. Like a smiley ring. What other symbols we got? I think that's everything. Oh, this guy? Not really any symbols on that. Lots of symbols here. Interesting. What is that one? Is it one cross above it or two? Is it heat or antimony? It's heat. No, it's antimony. Can I keep this book on here? No. The Occult Scholar. Verona Green. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have been cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. She was far too apologetic and thankful in person for this character assassination. Yeah, really. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horn shackle might be the answer. Well, lucky for you, I have such a thing. Doo-doo-doo-doo! The item has horns. Closer inspection reveals the horns have been worn smooth. Vesiger. A vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Whoa! Whoa! Hold everything up to the flames! I gotta see it. Oh wait, I gotta fix this one. Come on, give me blue. Give me blue. Ooh, that's so cool. Ooh. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I don't think anything else is gonna do that. What is that thing supposed to do? Wait, don't tell me. Prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. It has a bajillion gemstones, gold, silver, stone. It's both hot and cold. But it doesn't smell like anything. Oh, sorry. David Schaefer. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Okay. Thank you. I was getting laundry out and all I could hear was, woo, that's cool. I'll show you. I'll show you. One of the objects, it said it would turn flames blue when it was nearby, and it was cool how they did that. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours, for the right price, of course. I don't have any money. This shop doesn't operate with currency. Kind regards, John Royston. My name? John Royston. Alright, here, Stowe. Are you ready? Ooh, it's blue. Blue, 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 blue. I thought that was neat. Time to go to the farm. Oh wait, there's probably more than one farm. We probably have to go to Royston Farm, not Greywick Farm. The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. The farmer lifts his gaze, briefly offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Well, that was fun. Royston Farm, number 30. Whoopsies. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Where did this money come from? Ooh, it's a bird. Tarnished silver. Raised detailing. Doesn't smell or sound like anything. Doesn't make me feel any particular way. It should. And the symbol on it is... perhaps not in this book. It's like a bunch of knots. It could be another protection symbol. I don't know. And some spirals. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Nice. We've got one of those. Hey Mischief, welcome in. How are you? Here. Ta-da! This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the night. It bears concealed crescent shape. Oh. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Holgen Grimm. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to the death and afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolfsong's truth, to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Weird. Which I feel like is this thing. Working on a bunch of Lumisa outfit designs. Cool. Hope they're coming along. Worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. Well, okay, so this person is wearing a mask and a robe and maybe like a belt. I thought it was gonna be that ring. No, go back. But Holgar, okay, so it's that mask because that's what Holgar's face looked like. Gotcha. So this thing. Grim? Grim! Okay. I think that's what this is. Nope. Nope. Go back. Nope. My immersion is going to be so ruined if there isn't an extensive dust all the magical trinkets minigame every week. The dusting is too much. Path of the Warrior, Wolfsong's Truth, Protection, Sacrament. Is it all these symbols and then the gem also means something maybe? Oh, no, come back. Truth and protection were listed, but I don't understand the rest of it. I don't understand. Alright, that's okay. Daisy Winters, a friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Uh-oh. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson? Make sure it never happens again? Sure. I need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Oh. How do we use all these to summon a really adorable frog? That would be amazing. I'll look into it. The neighbor is making so much noise bringing their trash can in. How dare you? Made of 2 distinct materials representing the Mentic and the Wixic. I wonder if Mind is always wood and Wixic is always stone, or if it just needs to be made of 2 distinct things. Adorable frog with a feather duster. I didn't even think about exploiting our adorable frog. Don't exploit the frog. A form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Or we could go with the Zia. Instills a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. They're made of anything except for wood or clay. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling the binding seed. And then we can process of elimination it and confirm that's what it is. Oh, both of them need to be confirmed. This is to feel guilt for your wrongdoing. Or I could give something else and be like, no, I'm not helping you punish someone. We can literally track down trinkets, but this woman is here for spite. I'm all for it, yeah. The item is made of 2 materials, wood and stone. It features a spiral surrounding a seed. Shield Charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Interesting. Bye. Binding Seed is definitely the nice option, but I do think Daisy was here for vengeance that she'll regret later. Yeah, when they say it's gonna affect things, like what if the person who stole the jewelry ends up going insane because of the necklace for the Zia, or we need their help later, but we've cursed them. I don't know. Warn about the neck to place them closer to the... Wait, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted to look at Shield Charm. Whoa. Oh, okay, so the Oshadic Spirit, which we use the Oshadic Vessel for, that creeping dark is too powerful for shield charms. So this would be like this thing. Protection from insanity. Rarely made of precious metals. It's made of bronze. Protection from hot and cold. I don't know. That one makes less sense. This literally says protection on it. Hi, Hylian. Welcome in. Hi, Tombs. Thanks for the hello. Thanks, Hylian. The Amulet of Oven Gloves. Anything else? I think that's the main one. This one just says protection on it. Okay. Soul Flamer, hi, welcome in. It's finally here. I know, I loved Strange Horticulture, Strange Botany. Same thing. Very good. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Evocant is made of stone. Selenic sleep vessel. I want to know, like, is there one that says moon or night? Moon. I want to know what this is. Alright, next customer. It was horticulture too long ago. Yeah, well, and I don't know, maybe it has different names in different releases or something. It's the same thing. The other Botany Manor was the other one that came out. That's a thingy. Thanks, Sankari. Thank you so much. Okay, this is Emmett Burrows. They found a man just now in that house where all the ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are gonna give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a Libula to see us safely through. I don't know what a Libula is yet. I don't have that one marked. Strange domestic science. Good day to you, Sankari. Sumo, hi. Thanks for the hello. Welcome in. Libula. Purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. An imbuement of wisdom shows that Libula is not merely decorative, there is a power in symbology. Okay, we have one thing that has wisdom on it. It's this baby right here. Let's double check though. Imbuement, wisdom. Bam. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Here. Da-da-dee! The item bears a symbol of wisdom. Enjoy. Witch's Finger. Said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. Ooh. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but at last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Ooh, scary. End of day. High Green Church, home of the witch. Maybe we have to go there. This is the only thing we have that looks like fingers, right? That has a symbol of a witch on it. And this thing. High Green Church, number 4. Ooh. Nothing. The church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. Oh, there's a lot here. I wander round to the back of the church where an old yew tree stands, its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. The pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church, and there are those that believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limb are alleged to prove healing through pain. Okay, so this one has the witch symbol on it. Interesting. But it didn't make me feel anything. Extra question marks for extra uncertainty. Okay. That's end of day 2. Probably won't want to use it for a scraped knee. No, I don't think that'd be the appropriate use. Alright, thanks for letting me play this for a little longer. This is a good pausing point. So I'm going to take another early break because I really need like some actual food before we jump into Twilight Princess. Thanks for enjoying this with me. I love it so far. We'll try to come back to it in between the Twilight Princess days.